Well, needless to say, I'm pretty nervous about cutting this boom. But, I don't know. I guess you do what you gotta do. This is, I made myself a flexible straight edge. And got one straight edge paper. So if you wrap it all the way around the boom, you should meet on the same plane. One last quick check. Tape. 5. So with the radius at the back of the boom, once I cut out the shiv box, the radius at the back of the boom will accommodate that. So but that'll take some shaping. Biggest thing is to get this thing lopped off so I can start cutting out the shiv box. Just double checking my pin mark with the square. It is spot on. There you go. Now I just got to cut away the welds on the inside, on the outside, loosen up the shiv box. I'm going to save this part and I'll make the appropriate notch in the end of the boom, and then I'm going to take it and get it welded. There you go. Now I just got to clean it up a little bit. Now I can cut the back of this so that it fits. So what I got here is I made a pattern, traced out both sides for the taper at the end of the boom. So you can reach up in there and fasten the hardware for the sail track, the outhaul track right here. And also I've got to cut a radius on the back end, and on the top of the boom I've got it marked out right here for the back notch that fits the shiv box for the outhaul and the 2 reef points. So basically I gotta cut a notch in the boom, round out the back end, and taper the box. Alright, there's that piece. Now I just got to clean up the edges. Okay, doesn't quite fit. Better cut it narrow than to cut it too wide. There's a little bit of sanding to do. Okay, getting there. So as you can see, I'm pretty close to my marks. Now I just need to cut the radius so that the weld fits in like it's supposed to. Box section is cut, and now I just gotta eat away at the corners here. I got kind of a rough idea with a pencil line right there. So flip this thing over, kind of scribe out a template, and this thing should work out. Maybe I get this thing on a truck and get it down to the welder tomorrow. Alright, so this back end rounded section looks like it's just going to be a lot of trial and error. Grind it, fit it, grind it, fit it. See what I can do. So there it is. Everything's fit. Should be good for welding. He might have to do some grinding. I gotta strip the paint before I can take it to him. So I'll strip about a foot of paint off the back end. But yeah, what a pain in the neck that was to cut and fit. Yeah, so one thing that's going to be hard to do is get that cross pin hole drilled correctly. I got to double check the diameter of that and then do a couple of test holes through the boom. So make sure that all lines up for the shivs. Alright, so this is the end of the boom. The shiv box. Getting ready to pick it up from the welder. He even did a little extra tack welding on the inside. This is some pro work. This is Ursus. He's my welder. He did this beautiful job welding this thing back together after I cut off the end of the boom.
Yeah, you did a really good job too.
Thank you.
And fitting it.
Fitting it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was time consuming, man. I spent probably 10 or 12 hours just cutting away and notching it and making sure everything fit right. So
That's perfectly good.
thank you much. I appreciate it. Thanks, amigo. Alright, so now I'm getting ready to strip the boom. Step one, a couple ounces of aluminum prep. Second coat. I started putting on all the hardware again. No clutches, shivs for the out haul, and the 2 reef points.